What's going on, guys? WhiteFox1225 here with another video, and today we're talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I've been waiting for this game for a very long time, and it's probably one of my most anticipated games for the next couple years. With that being said, I feel like I haven't really covered it that well on my channel, so definitely something I'm going to be trying to do in the future starting today. So when we're talking about the beta and all the information we got on it a couple days ago, then we're going to be talking about the story, the crime system, and then also some stuff about the soundtrack and other little bits of information we got from the vlog they put out the other day. So first off, let's talk about the beta, or actually first off, let's just talk about the game and the Kickstarter, in case you guys didn't know. This is a Kickstarter game, so you can back it right now actually, and you will receive the alpha, but fair warning, the alpha is in a pretty rough state, doesn't have a lot of the mechanics in the game, but you will get the alpha, you'll get the beta when it comes out, and then eventually when the final product does come out, you will also receive that, and that's going to cost you $60. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description where you can go and purchase that and support these guys, because it is a completely crowdfunded game from my understanding. But moving on, let's talk about the beta. So for anyone who's backed the game or plans to back the game, the beta is going to be coming out early next year if everything goes to plan, and it's going to have most of the core gameplay mechanics. So like I said, right now the alpha is in a little bit of a rough state, so they're going to be adding a lot more, and this should pretty much be what the actual game kind of looks like. But fair warning, not everything will be in the game. It's not like a Battlefield beta or like a Star Wars beta where it's almost ready to go and they're just testing it. It really is a beta to test the game, and not everything's going to be in the game. It's going to have about 1/5 of the world map that's actually going to be in the whole game. It's going to have a few quests and one large battle for you to play in, and you'll also be able to just run around the world and do stuff because it is, an open world game. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, I'll just mention this one more time. You can hit the link in the description to go and back this game and give them some money. But let's move on and talk about all the other information we got the other day. So first off, the story, they're finishing writing the story right now, and you might think that's kind of weird because it feels like they should have it done, but they're writing 200,000 pages of script, which is a lot, and they're just starting voice acting. They also have to translate that all into English because this isn't like an American-made game, and like I said, they're just starting the voice acting, so definitely a long process to get that script written out and then also translated into English. But it sounds like it's going to pay off because it looks like we're going to have a lot of dialogue and a lot of story to go through, which is really exciting because this looks to be a pretty massive game. Moving on to something I love to talk about with Elder Scrolls, with ESO, with whatever, including this game. I love the crime system in games, and this game will have a pretty extensive crime system. Looks kind of like Skyrim, but they said you're going to be able to steal anything, kill anyone, and it says they're really going to be able to be truly evil. They said they want you to be able to finish a quest however you want, even if that's maybe murdering some people. So definitely looks really cool, and the freedom to be the character you want, even if that's kind of more of a villain. And we all love to roleplay bad people sometimes, which is kind of fun. So it's cool that the crime system is kind of open and lets you do what you want. But let's move on and talk about more about the crime system, how it works. So kind of like Skyrim, if someone spots you, they will report you doing the crime. So if you're stealing something, you're gonna want to be hidden, and you obviously don't want to be caught pickpocketing or something like that. And if they catch you, the guards will hunt you down, but also your reputation is going to be damaged. And if your reputation is too bad and you have the reputation of being a criminal, you're not going to be able to get certain quests from certain people. And in order to get those quests, you're either going to have to, continue to do good deeds and improve your reputation, or you just have to kind of accept being evil. And maybe they'll have some quests just for people who have done more bad things. We'll have to wait and see, but there will be definitely big consequences if you're just going around killing people and stealing stuff. Moving on, guys, let's talk about the soundtrack of the game. So it's all original. They have 4 hours of music written right now, and what they're trying to do is make it an adaptive music, so it responds to your actions just like a lot of games. So when you're exploring, different music will play when you go into different places, and when you're doing combat, it'll change really quickly. But one cool thing is that they've written all these scores of music, but they can all tie together and they can all change and kind of connect fluidly without stopping and starting. So that's kind of nice, something we've seen in games. I believe Elder Scrolls Online has a system really, similar to this, but nice to see it coming in this game. And it is all original, performed by a whole orchestra, which is always something cool. And, from what I've heard of the music, it does sound really solid. So last up, let's talk about the graphic improvements they've put into the alpha. So right now the lighting has improved a lot, and it makes the game kind of look a lot more realistic. So the guys were working with Crytek, and they made the shadows look a lot better. So the shadows are a lot darker, and overall just the lighting looks a lot more kind of defined. It's not as kind of mixed together, and it just looks really great, and I think they did a good job, and it really makes the game kind of pop and look a lot more realistic than it did in the previous version of the alpha. And that pretty much does it, guys, for the video, except for two little bits of information. First off, there will be horse combat in the game, which I did not know, so that's kind of cool. We did see that as a patch for Skyrim. Not to try to, I know I'm comparing this game to Skyrim a lot, but it's kind of like Skyrim, just without the fantasy, so there will be horse combat in the game from the start, which is really cool. And also looks like they took a page from Fallout 4's book, and there will be a dog companion in the game that you can take on your adventures with you. But like I said, guys, you can back the game right now and get the alpha and get the beta when it comes out. I'm going to probably back this game really soon. I haven't just because of money, but I'll probably do it and upload some stuff on the alpha and the beta and my impressions on it. So stay tuned for everything Kingdom Come related. If you guys want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you do like the video, it would be awesome if you could give it a like. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one.